guys, and welcome back to Race Tea. Yay! So, I have been away for a little while, and I am finally decided to start making content on this channel again after like a year of not making any videos. But now I'm gonna be consistent because I have a lot of ideas and more streamlined plan of what I'd like to do with this platform. Before, I just knew that there was some side of me that I wanted to show you guys that was not just languages and what I do with languages. I wanted a space that I could be more uniquely myself, but I didn't know what, I still felt like I needed a niche and I couldn't figure out what that niche would be. Anyway, I figured it out a lot better, and instead of boring you and telling you exactly, I will just let you see how things unfold on the channel as things go forward. I'm planning on doing these journaling videos once a month, or maybe a little bit more depending on if you guys like them or not. But just little journal with me's where I show you some clips and pictures from my month, which is a little funny because of course during corona time, like, no one is actually going outside or doing anything interesting, and me included. Although January I did have a bit of interesting things because we went to the north and to Stockholm for the Christmas break, and then came back home a little the second week of January, so I did have a few things in the beginning. I also went to some libraries, so they're pretty mundane activities, but still great to remember and to reflect back on what you did in the month. It's amazing how little I remember. So considering it's only it's not even that much time past the month, and I can't remember the details of what had happened. So it's definitely doing these kind of journals and whatnot is really nice, because otherwise you will forget. You feel like you don't, but you do. So yeah, and today I saw, well, not just today, but I think when I do these videos I'll make it sort of podcast style. Maybe I will in the future do a few that are ASMR as well, but I figured it's a really good opportunity to talk with you guys and just catch up and tell you about what's going on and what's in my head, etc. Yeah. So right now I'm writing about my time and my New Year's and what New Year's was like in Sweden. I decided I was gonna be really random with the languages that I used on here, because if I want to practice I should practice, but if there's something that I felt is quite intimate and I want to write it in English, and I'll write it in English. So I mixed my languages a lot here. Yeah. Something I haven't really talked about as well is moving to Sweden, and a lot of my subscribers here on YouTube are actually Jamaican and who followed me based on my video about me going back to Jamaica. I totally did not think that that video was going to get so much views, and now I'm a bit embarrassed because I'm not living in Jamaica anymore. So I had planned to live in Jamaica and to stay and to try and build my career in Jamaica, because I was feeling very stressed about school and about being abroad and being in Japan, and I missed home so much. And I definitely meant every word that I said in that video, but being in Jamaica, I did have some rude awakenings that there was going to be a lot that I need to build, and that building something from scratch isn't easy. In Jamaica, you need to know a lot of people, you need to be connected and willing to partake in that environment, as well as the things that I want to do is not traditional. So I don't want to work with someone. I wanted to be a social media consultant, which is a very early industry in Jamaica, as many people will know. I mean, if you're Jamaican listening to this. So I would have to start the work of convincing people that it is a good investment for the future, which I'm sure I could have done if Corona didn't happen. And when Corona happened, all of the leads and the conversations that I had started when I went back to Jamaica kind of fell off because people were just figuring out how to stay afloat with Corona and lockdown, let alone adding new ideas, let alone adding new frameworks of marketing. Like, they're just trying to keep shop and hold the fort down, if you know what I mean. And so the things that I was working on kind of crashed, and then I had to have a whole new plan, because of lockdown I couldn't go out, I couldn't be like aggressive, I couldn't market in that way anymore, you know. So so anyway, I ended up being at home, and then I had to be in the bedroom, which means I didn't have any money, I didn't have any footing to move out, and I'm living at home with my parents, which I have no problem with my family. I love my family. That's not like the thing, but it can be very difficult going from living on your own and making your own decisions to going back and living with your parents. And my siblings are very young. My siblings are children still, in elementary school. And so what that meant also is that I get put in the same bracket to some degree. I mean, maybe they wouldn't notice, but it's hard to move on from the parent role or evolve the parent and child relationship role when you yourself, when you are also in the bracket with your little children, brothers and sisters, and then also just because it's hard in general, it makes it even harder. So anyway, I was getting a little bit stressed with that and overwhelmed. And then I started working, and my partner went back to Sweden because of Corona as well, and we weren't able to figure out what we wanted to do visa-wise or how we wanted to sort things out. Anyway, I decided that I would go either to the US or to Sweden on a job so that I could make some money and come back. Was the original idea. I was gonna go to New York or something, and then that fell through because of Corona as well. So then I was stuck between a wall and a hard place. It was like, okay, I'm basically gonna have to wait out the end of the pandemic, which I did not want to do at all, because wait out the pandemic in depression, in my room, in my bedroom, it just very stressful. So instead I started teaching online, because as you guys know, since I love languages, I was like, yeah, that's the shot, yeah man, that's it, So I started with that, and because of Corona, again, it actually did very, very well. And things shot up. I got so many students, and I decided to work practically all day. In the beginning, I was charging very little because I was just starting out, but I made quite a bit of money just because I was working so many hours, something like 8 to 10 hours a day. And I put that down for savings. I bought myself a new phone so that I could record videos easier and take better pictures for Instagram. And then I planned my trip to Sweden and started to study again, because I had started a degree but I didn't finish based on my mental health, and also that I found that the degree that I was going after at that particular school felt like I wasn't learning anything new, and I'm the kind of person who really needs to be learning to learn. I can't just do something for the sake of doing it. I have to feel that I'm learning, so I didn't do that. And then basically I figured it out. I got some help from my auntie to get a loan, and did my visa process, got in, came in. Moving on to Sweden was a really stressful process, and now I'm here. I've been here since August, and it's been really good. I mean, it's really peaceful here, and I have a lot of space and comfortable space to myself to really like deepen my hobbies and deepen my career and build up my skills and cut off from the world if I need to cut off from the world right now, so that I have the space to get the things done that I need to get done. And I think somewhere inside me I always knew that I needed to just take my time back, like do what I need to do, because I knew what I wanted to do, but I always felt like I had to compromise or make plans with other people stitched in, and I realized that that can't happen until I feel stable with myself, with my finances, with my dreams and career goals, with my future. Once things are on a clear trajectory, then I need to start focusing and bringing people back into my life and whatnot. So definitely I've been feeling that and reflecting on that a lot. Yeah, I mean, now that I'm in Sweden, it is a pity because I do really want to participate in Jamaican culture and in Jamaicanness and supporting Jamaica. So I'm thinking of different ways that I can do that from Sweden. One of the things that me and my dad are talking about is selling Jamaican products like coffee or seasonings. So I'm really thinking about becoming a European distributor for some a seasoning company that I really like, as well as trying to sell Jamaican coffee to artisan cafes, which I think could be a really lucrative thing for me still, because between the fact that my dad already has links to food related industries in Jamaica, and then there are a lot of Jamaicans in Europe who love their food so much that they would most definitely want access to it. And then also just because you'd be directly helping small farmers and Jamaican business and brand. And yeah, so that's something, especially since I think my language business I'm going to register in the US. So I would like another business that is doing well and that I can connect to Jamaican culture, that's registered in Jamaica and has me paying Jamaican taxes, you know. So that's another thing that I've been thinking about. I've also been thinking about, because I have like a little art thing going on, and maybe I will start an art shop. I keep saying maybe, I don't know. I'm trying not to do a million things, but it's so hard not to do a million things for me. So I love art, and I really would like the opportunity to sell stickers and certain prints. And this is another thing that might be connected to Jamaica, because I would love to do some Jamaican themed things. Like I drew some Aki stickers already, some Aki stickers that like look really cool. If you don't know what Aki is, look it up. It's spelled Ackee. Yeah. So I'm thinking about Aki stickers, or I've done a design already, and I'm thinking that those Aki stickers, I could what I could do is I could promote Jamaican themes in a more popular space, as well as donate $1 per sale. I'm thinking to do that, and I've already started looking up the different organizations that I would like to donate to, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm still looking in, and I have to start emailing people. But that's another way that I'm thinking about giving back. Yeah. I wonder if you guys enjoy this rambly style video, because I don't know, I feel like I wanted to do a podcast that allows me to get closer with you guys and kind of just open up about things that are going on, so that it's not just always specifically some kind of topic base, and that you could get to know me a little bit as well too, and I can get to know you guys. But I don't want to do a whole podcast, because I also feel that like that's annoying to have another platform. So instead, I'm just thinking of doing the videos like this. So doing some voiceover on some stuff that I do, maybe between journaling, but also what do you call it, not just journaling, but also art videos and like creation videos where I'll just sit and chat and just talk with you guys for a little while. Yeah, that's an idea that I'm pondering on. And that way, like, what you guys should do too is just kind of like comment stuff while we do things. Just like comment things and let me know what it is that you want me to talk about, or responding to me when we talk. And I think that could be really cool dynamic for these kind of videos. Yeah, that's about it, to be honest. I guess I could talk about school too. I'm doing linguistics, or pedagogy is what I'm thinking about, but I'm still trying to choose. I could, if I did media, I could finish school faster. But honestly, as long as I'm getting federal aid, I don't really care about finishing school immediately. So, still thinking about that. We'll have to see. Okay, so that's it for today's rambly journal with me video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any questions about how to make a journal spread like this one, or how to use Goodnotes, or anything about my life, anything, just any questions that came up while you were watching the video, leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video, probably a slightly more organized one. And yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. Bye!